The luxurious and brand new AMG GT50 sports car has been officially launched. In the past, guessing the cheaper options would be wrong, and this time, guessing the more expensive options was also incorrect. Anyway, everyone has already experienced this car. Let's begin. GT50 with 2.0T engine and two-door. This video lets everyone experience the brand new AMG GT50 two-door sports car. Then we'll also go through the entire product lineup of this generation of AMG GT and have a chat with you all. In today's sports car lineup, AMG, especially in comparison with the Porsche 911, allows everyone to swipe through and choose what they need. Let's first go through the product lineup of this generation's brand new AMG GT, starting with the international situation, which has the same full-blooded M139 engine as the C63, but by omitting the iconic set of tiger hole lamps and instead providing the robust body of a large GT car, Mercedes might be attempting to present a new offering within their vehicle lineup. Challenging option at the same price point, how would everyone choose? But when buying a GT, is the appearance more important or the engine and rear more important? Okay, let's take a closer look at the car. This GT50 model is essentially identical in overall appearance and silhouette to the previously released GT64 version. Perhaps from the side, it still looks like a very sleek large GT with a long hood. Any detail in the visuals makes it clear that this is an AMG GT feel. The biggest difference, let me explain in detail. You can clearly see from the front wheel arches that it indeed doesn't possess the wide body feel characteristic of the C63 model, but indeed maintains its own distinct design. The wide body feel is weaker on this car. In terms of body width, the GT50 is 55mm narrower than the GT63 and C63 SE. That's equivalent to nearly 3 cm narrower on each side, which are the wide body dimensions. Additionally, this is the regular GT50 version of the car. It actually has some differences in aerodynamics compared to the 63 and 63 SE. In the standard version, this car is without the lower aerodynamic undertray, the so-called door hill effect. This component can be optionally equipped if you choose a dynamic class package to enhance the sporty experience, which includes this component. It also includes the electronic differential actuator for the rear axle, colored brake calipers, and other features. With these features, you can unlock its track mode. Actually, for an AMG GT, I think this Dynaplex Dynamic Enhancement package is still very much worth choosing. Making this change, of course, results in a fully tuned R20T. The M139 engine, of course, is now configured in a longitudinal layout, arranged sequentially as cylinders 1, 2, 3, and 4. The primary benefits it brings are undeniably enhanced cooling efficiency. This car is actually 200 kilograms lighter than the 63 model. At that time, the 200 kilograms was not only contributed by the 4-cylinder engine, but also because this car is a pure rear-wheel drive layout. So maybe everyone, when they hear that this AMG GT uses a 4-cylinder engine, might think something is missing, but instead it gives you a pure rear-wheel drive configuration, allows you to have a different driving and handling experience compared to all-wheel drive models. Plus, the 200 kilogram reduction in the body weight makes the daily driving experience feel very different. Now, the engine specifications are still 421 horsepower and 500 Nm, plus an electric turbocharger and a 48V motor that can assist in driving. This car can output an additional 14 horsepower, and its 0 to 100 km/h acceleration is 4.6 seconds. It does sound a bit. For a body sports car, the top speed can reach 275 km/h, which is not bad. Actually, many people buy sports cars just for their stylish appearance. So a 4-cylinder engine is actually not a problem. The key is to look at the brand, design, and price. Some might think putting a 4-cylinder engine in a sports car, besides power issues, will the exhaust note be insufficient? Let me show you all. Thank you for watching. Okay, looking at the rear of the car, it has a 5-position adjustable wing, which is standard for Wuling models. Of course, as mentioned earlier, if you choose dynamic enhancement components, you can install a fixed wing, which indeed looks cooler. Regarding the chassis, it features forged aluminum front and rear 5-link suspensions paired with forged wheels. You can choose AMG adaptive suspension with 3 adjustments and a brake system with 6-piston 390mm fronts and single-piston 360mm rears. Front tires 265/40 R20, rear tires 295/35 R20. The entire chassis concept aims to use a lightweight structure to achieve lower unsprung mass, enhancing handling agility and response capabilities. The interior design is actually identical to the 63 model, it's just that the trim standards are slightly different. But I think the pure black combined with silver metallic packages makes the interior appear more elegant, better fitting the feel of a sports car designed specifically for enjoying the driving pleasure. One difference from the 63 and 63 SE is that the 50 only has 5 modes: Ice, Snow, Custom, comfort, and sport. Of course, as I mentioned earlier, if you opt for the Dynamic Class Sports and Wall package, you can activate its track mode. Okay, to summarize, actually the sports car model in China has increasingly become This rare species is a traditional front-engine car model, particularly noted for being an especially large GT version. In fact, they are extremely rare in the market nowadays. Previously, we could still buy models like the Roma, but now Roma only has the Spider. Some might say another option is Aston Martin's DB12. But that car is not only more expensive, but also the engine is unchanged. So in fact, it can be seen that this generation of AMG GT, while retaining this large GT design, has actually become, in the domestic sports car market, something that has virtually no direct competitors. The only sports car that can compare to it is the Porsche 911. Porsche's main advantage naturally comes from its brand and the excellent reputation accumulated over decades. As for the AMG GT, its natural advantages lie in its large GT appearance and the better power experience you can get at the same price point. In terms of benchmarking, the 63 SE in China is definitely aimed to compete with models like the 911 Turbo S and DD3. So, in the top tier 63 model, aiming to compete with cars like the Porsche 911 GTS, while an entry-level AMG GT would naturally aim to compete with the C-Class, but now the problem arises. Do you think that this 4-cylinder AMG GT50 vehicle has the ability to compete successfully with the 6-cylinder 915 model? How would you decide? Let me know in the comments. Tomorrow, I will give everyone a test drive of that brand new AMG GT63, a 585 horsepower V8. I am looking forward to seeing you in the next video.